Hi everyone, welcome to the stream today. Good to have you here with me today on this Friday. Happy Friday everyone. Hello. So today's stream is probably not going to be too long because I still have to record and finish up polishing up a script for the next video. And I might actually ask your advice on it. I might need some takes from you on it. But yes, I have a lot to do today. I got a little bit hung up on Zekvir this week. A little bit. Just a tad. Yeah. I went a little hard on Zekvir this week. Yeah, I did. I'm addicted, I think, to the challenge. And I can't stop. Just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. FF Friday is canceled. We're not doing FF Friday anymore. Yeah. We're not doing that.
Thank you.
After last Friday, I decided I didn't want to do it anymore. Yeah, I think I'm only going to do it if there's like new content that's like exciting. So like if there's a new patch or if there's a live letter, then I'll do it. But outside of that, I don't think it's a good idea. Yeah. I did the Valentine's event on Friday, last Friday for FF Friday, and I did not have a good time. So I don't really want to do it. I'm not going to force myself to do that if I think it's not fun right now. So I don't think that's smart. Yeah. Sorry, the short that the FXV channel posted on YouTube, I added in React. Okay. Ooh. Okay, let's see it. Yeah. Cancelled. We're not doing FF Fridays. The idea is gone. I tried it and I can't do it. No, not. Okay, so you posted a short from the Final Fantasy page. I'm happy to talk about Final Fantasy, obviously. Have Final Fantasy 14 discussions, but there's really no reason for me to be in Final Fantasy category for that. If I'm not going to actually play the game after that, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason to sit there and not play the game. Okay, let's pull this up. Okay. Let me mute this sound first. Why does she look concerned? Okay. Is Valley Garmanda? Oh my god. What? Oh my god. Bro, pay attention to the boss. Is she like into it, or is she trying to do her That's cute. That's cute. Wow, even even the boss is judgy though. You see his face? Even the boss is like, bro, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? But still. This is like the bunny boy looks like a pissed off raid leader. Vote to kick. Yeah, it's cute. Okay. Let me get the... Yeah, that's cute. That's nice. I hope they keep making more of those. Okay. So, what were we going to discuss today? There's some news and some things that I wanted to chat about. The first thing being that WoW has the big patch coming next week. Pull that out. Undermined is coming out next week. WoW's next week patch. Bundermind happening. But the season 2 won't start till March 4th. But we are gonna get Need for Speed Bunderground in the new patch. So it's coming February 25th. And I guess that's gonna be Tuesday for NA and Wednesday for EU next week. Is there anything we need to do before the 25th? Because, like, in this last couple of days before then, I know that we have until the 4th for Zekvir and, like, the Keystone achievements and Heroic and Mythic Raid achievements, but I think, I don't know if there's anything specific. Oh, there is something. I think it's the Busby. The Timely Busby. I think that needs to be done before reset next week. Yeah, yeah. I need to double check that, but I'm pretty sure that is the case because I still need mine on NA. That's what you're doing on EU. Yeah, I got my one on EU, but I still need to do the Timewalking for NA. Yeah, I have to do everything twice. Plunderstorm. Oh, good point. Yeah, Plunderstorm. How long do we have for that? Yeah. I will check. I haven't actually read this article from PC Gamer, but basically it's hype for the drive system, which is like skywriting except with ground mounts. And I personally would like to see them put the drive system on all of the ground mounts after this, but I don't really know how that would work. Like, because, okay, I understand how they could add spinnies and flippies to skywriting for all of the flying mounts, but how do you make it so, like, my cat mount does drift? And I mean, I guess there's a way, but I don't know. I don't know. They'd have to look into that. Yeah, like, how do you drift on the Pinto? That's what I'm saying. It would have to be limited to all the mechanical mounts. See, that's what I thought. Like, maybe it's just for mechanical mounts. And then would that explain why they just gave us all these new, like, Sky Sweeper mounts? There's 2 in the shop. There was one new one from the Valentine's event. So would it be all the mechanical ones? I don't know, but maybe that is something that they're thinking about. Turbo boost the cat mount. I've seen cats and dogs drift, like whenever a cat is running really fast on super slippery floor, maybe? They could maybe make it work, but I think it would be pretty difficult. But obviously there's more to the patch than just drive. I have still restrained myself and I've not gone into the PTR to test this out at all. I want to be delighted and surprised on patch day when I finally get to do it with everyone else. That to me, I don't know if that's a good idea for content, because I see that most YouTubers are going to the PTR and making the PTR stuff, but I just don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to be surprised with everybody else, because I don't really make that kind of guide that I need to go to the PTR for. I don't think I'm the type of person that needs to do that. But I'm grateful for the people that do have guides ready on patch day because of the work that they put into the PTR. By the way, yes, story mode. I think I mentioned this yesterday a little bit, but you can experience all of the cutscenes of the raid and like have the raid story without having to actually do a raid. You can just do that by yourself, and I'm really, really happy that they've added this, because there were times when I was even more casual with the game, that like in Dragonflight. Okay, in Dragonflight, I didn't have a guild yet. We had not made the guild yet. I didn't really know anyone who played, and but I still wanted to go through the story. Like, I enjoyed Dragonflight's story, and then I found myself kind of locked out of the raid part of the story because I was too shy and scared to go into a raid at the time. Without friends. So I'm really happy that they've added this for players that are in the boat that I used to be in before I created the guild, Only Buds. But yeah, this is gonna be awesome. I'm so excited. Oh, hey, Harvey Randall, I remember you. I remember Harvey. I remember Harvey is the one that posted that absolutely banger article about Dawn Trail. I'll never forget that. Yeah, I see you. Harvey's is the same type of gamer as me, I think. Played World of Warcraft at age 12. Been cursed with Final Fantasy 14 brain. Huge crush on Grahatia. Yeah, like, yes. I don't know if I have the crush on Graha. He has too many green flags. You know me. I need way more red flags than that. Turbulent Timeways is an event that consists of multiple weeks of time-walking dungeons. This event begins January 7th, 2025 and ends February 25th, 2025. No! I loved time walking. I loved having time walking every week. Time walking's so good. I'm so sad. It's going away. And it's gonna go back to being one time walking week every 3 weeks, I think is the normal rotation. So for the past several weeks, we have been spoiled with so much time walking. It's been so good. Because time walking dungeons give more XP than regular dungeons, first of all. Every week for time walking dungeon, there's been that quest that gives you a heroic raid piece of gear, and the raid quest that gives another heroic raid piece of gear. So it has been, we've been eating good. Yeah, I wish it was more frequent too, but Turbulent Timeways is the only time that it's like it's an event of an event where we got a bunch of time walking weeks in a row. But it kind of does make sense that they put that at the end of the season to get people more gear, because getting that easy heroic gear every week was, it seems like not something they want going on at the beginning of a season, right? Just a thought, you can retrain FF Friday, but make it one Friday until there's something you want to do. Like Microsoft Patch Tuesday. Is this, oh, one Friday in the month? Well, I'm sure that's going to happen. Like, I mean, at some point in the month, there should be a day when there's something interesting going on. In Final Fantasy, right? They should have at least something happening at least one time in the whole month. Hopefully. I mean, we do have patch coming in end of March, but we don't know yet. Well, there should be a live letter next month, right? You don't want to talk about Moogle tomes for 2 hours? No, Daggy! No. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I just want to have fun, mostly. I think they should do the time walking until the new season. I know, but yeah. Is this mount never going to be obtainable again after this week? Because this isn't the first time that they ran turbulent timeways. The last time, because I don't have the mount from last time. Master of the Turbulent, yeah, Sandy Shale Wing. Oh, but that's a mount. Okay, so it's not like the mount is unobtainable. So the Sandy Shale Wing was the mount from the last time they did Turbulent Timeways. And I didn't know about it. I didn't do it. But now that mount you can purchase with time walking badges. So the mount isn't gone forever. So I guess the next time that there's a time walking event, you'll probably be able to get the Busby then. Yeah. Well, that's fantastic. Wait, it was last year? You're gonna have to wait a year? Oh. Well, I have 1 week left, so I can do it. I can do it. Yeah, I agree, Driz. The shale wing is ugly. I don't want it. I don't want, but the bee is very cute. The bee I need to get today. Okay. This has got to happen today. It's so adorable. It's very good. I love the sand effect. It's coming off of the butt. Or wings or whatever. It's really, really cool. Okay. In other news. This is related to the previous news. But I just found out about this morning and I wanted to spread the word about it. We have Twitch drops! Yeah! Twitch drops next week. Starting on February 25th at 18 GMT. That's patch day. It's for the dog. Look at this cute dog. Clocker. The Clocker Spaniel. Talk. Yes. So, to get the Clocker Spaniel pet, all you have to do is watch me play World of Warcraft for 4 hours starting on the 25th. So that's next week. Yes. Yes, Robot Doggo. Or anyone playing World of Warcraft, but obviously I want you to watch me doing that. But yeah, that is starting 25th, and it's going to go until March 25th. 18 GMT. What time is that for me? Let me find out. $18 GMT to it's noon. Okay. Cool. Fantastic. So that's basically near the start of the stream time on Tuesday. I will be starting. And so yeah, you don't have to buy anything. You just have to watch for 4 hours. So I'm probably going to be doing some long streams next week to accommodate everybody for the drops. That's usually, if there's a drop that is 4 hours, usually I'll try to stream for 8. And I'm sure that we're going to have a ton to do because of the new patch. So I'm really looking forward to that. And this just, you know, I gotta make sure that I'm talking to myself right now, but I'm just like my internal monologue right now is like, okay, well, I gotta make sure that I record maybe an extra video after I record the video I already have planned today. So that way I'll make sure that I have another video ready for next week when I'm busy streaming so much. You don't need to know all that, but that's, I don't, I'm just telling you what I'm thinking. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Moving along here. I was on, obviously, Reddit checking what's the chat about this morning, and I saw 2 different posts about the same thing. So it looks like there's something heavy on everyone's mind right now, and it is about the housing spots. And I think this is a fun conversation to have. What would be your dream housing spot? So I saw 2 posts about this today. One, of course, here in Mulgore, which I think for me is, this might actually be one of the most nostalgic zones, because this is the first zone that I ever saw in World of Warcraft. I was looking over my brother's shoulder, who made his character first, because obviously we only had one computer. He made his character, and he started in Mulgore. And I remember seeing that, and it was a very special moment for both of us. And here's another one. Onaran Plains is gorgeous as well. People like these. Personally though, like if I really had to pick based on my personal taste and aesthetics, I would not choose this one, and I wouldn't choose this one either. If you take nostalgia out of it, because they're so sunny and bright, man. I don't like that. It's too bright for me. I would like one that's dark. Like, I heard Duskwood was going to be part of the inspiration for the Alliance player housing zone. So I would rather something like a lot darker. I don't want all that sun. I'd really avoid the sun as much as possible, and I don't find it cozy at all. But I know a lot of people don't agree with that. Yeah. Yeah. Give me a floating mountain home in Nagrand. Yeah, the sun is cringe. I don't like it at all. Ooh, post-legion Suramar. That is a fantastic idea. I hope that they go crazy with this concept, and that they add maybe not just player housing for the Alliance zone and Horde zone like they've already announced, but it'd be cool if they also added little apartments throughout the world. Like, put an apartment in Suramar that everyone can unlock. Since apparently they're putting an apartment in Undermine. Though every time I bring it up, I feel like it's the apartment we're getting in Undermine, it's not really going to be true player housing. It's just like a gimmicky little quest. That's kind of all there is to it, as far as I'm aware. I wouldn't go crazy thinking about the apartment in Undermine, but I'm still really curious about it. Grizzly Hills. Give me a housing area in the Draenei or Night Elf starting zones. In the Night Elf starting zone, it would be pretty ominous. You know? I don't know if I could be comfortable. Because as a mage, when I teleport back to Darnassus, you know, you can set the timeline to be before Teldrassil burnt. And I always feel really weird walking around there, like knowing about what is going to happen. And it's not comfortable at all. Like, I want to run through the streets shouting, right? Like, hey guys, get out of here, move, leave, right? I would be the problem. I would be the person causing problems for the timeline. But apparently that was the Infinite Dragonflight that wanted to cause problems for the timeline in the way that I want to. And now we're all friends. Like, there was a side quest in Dragonflight you should do about the Infinites. We're like, we're good now, but we understand each other and stuff. And like, they explain their point of view. It wasn't a bad quest. It was an interesting quest. But, yeah. The timeline situation in World of Warcraft is so scuffed. It's like, don't even try to rationalize it, really. Infinites gave us Mop Remix. Yeah, they're cool now. They gave us Mop Remix, and that was awesome, so they can't be that bad. I loved Mop Remix. Basically, Nosdorm was okay with the Infinites messing with time, as long as the result is the same. But how is that even possible? Not if you move a chair, then the whole, like, empires can fall in 100 years because of that. Right? It's the butterfly effect. In any case, just fun food for thought. And before Grizzly Hills, but I will be equally cliche and say Nagrin. Nagrin is such a popular zone, but it's not for me. I think it's too sunny. Really, I think that is my problem. The fan base's obsession with Grizzly Hills is more steadfast than most people's thoughts on the game itself. I mean, that's true. The Grizzly Hills! But it's really good. Everyone agrees. We love Grizzly Hills so much that we demanded Grizzly Hills 2 for Dragonflight, and they actually gave it to us. Hazard Span is literally Grizzly Hills version 2, and it is also great. So just give us more Grizzly Hills. Okay, this is not complicated. Cozy dwarf house in Loch Bodan. Ooh, yeah. Yes. Yes. Good. Jade forest. Oh, maybe in like a cherry blossom orchard. There's so many good places. So many beautiful places. Houseboat in Veralis. I like that. I thought about living on a boat. Personally. But I think I won't. But I definitely was tempted by that. I need a a cave maybe, a spooky house in Dressbar. Yeah, I want a dark, rainy, spooky, foresty place. That would be great. That's my dream. But for now, we're gonna be constricted to Alliance Zone and Horde Zone, and maybe in Midnight they'll add Quel'Thalas zones, like Blood Elf Zone, High Elf Zone? I don't know. But we will see. I saw this post on Reddit that I thought was kind of interesting. Borealis is my favorite city. Oh yeah, it's so good. Borealis alone is a good reason to play Alliance instead of Horde. I say on my Horde character. Okay, so I thought this was a fun post. If seemingly every single person who is exposed to the old gods ends up joining them, then they probably have a pretty compelling argument. I was blind before, but the old gods showed me the truth. We must break free. The old gods opened my eyes to the reality of our world. There's no hope or salvation in anything but them, etc. We know the entire shtick used by followers of the old gods. It's always the same. They're near some corrupted cavern or some shit where the old gods have influence. And the old gods whisper some wild-ass truth bombs in their ear. Suddenly they're loyal, unwavering servants. What the fuck are they whispering? It has to be some seriously compelling shit to make all these people immediately join them. I want to get whispered at too. What is Blizzard hiding from us? This is such a Shadow Priest coded post. Very disappointed to see so many sheeple just blindly swallow the mainstream narrative perpetuated by both the Horde and Alliance elites. That the old gods just use magical mind control. Guy just wants some Xalatath ASMR. True. What's ready to get whispered at? Some sweet nothings from Xalatath. Get yourself the cloak. Voice of the silent star. It'll whisper all the things to you. What? What? It kept telling me I'm special and I'm pretty. What? I probably would have gone to the void side if that cloak kept making me feel special. I don't like to think I'm smart enough to not join a cult. What? Okay, what's this? What is this cloak? Voice of the Silent Star. I've never heard of that. Let me look into it. Ba, ba, ba. Me, 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 me. The Voice of the Silent Star. Where's the comments? Okay. Here's the quotes. I will elevate you above all others. It's what you deserve. I alone see your struggle. I alone hear your pain. They cannot hear me. Is that not proof enough of your significance? You aren't like the others. You're special. Focus on my voice. Let the rest melt away. My chosen. My champion. So much noise. Let silence set you on the path to glory. Seems kind of nice. It seems like, it's hyping you up. Is this the whispers from the old? Do the old gods the real ones who really care about us and love us more than the titans? Oh my god. Cool. Okay. This is a novel. What? This is a huge... What the fuck? Okay, I'm curious. Therein lies the unfortunate part of cosmic horror. It's real intriguing and all, the mystery of it, but there's always a concrete answer to be found. Whether it's Lovecraft's old ones promising immense power to greedy men. Adventure times, you forgot your floaties being in reference to how magic's kind of like beaming the whole world of physics and into your head. You jumped into the deep end of the pool because you thought you could swim, but the water is real deep. Your arms are real tired, and you forgot your floaties. If you don't do it right, though, that kind of sucks. I feel like it probably runs something similar to how the jailer, Zoval, influenced Sylvanas. What? It all goes back to the jailer. He told her that death was artificial. It is. And that every ounce of pain and suffering in the world is unnecessary. Also true. And that it was caused by a bunch of these specific guys. Wait, hold on. And that any price, therefore, is worth it to remove their stain of death and suffering from reality. It was presented terribly in Shadowlands, but I can follow the choices she made with this logic. I mean, yeah, that the world is a prison. That's what she was talking about. Was that this whole thing doesn't have to happen the way it does. Like who were they to impose this upon us? The Void in this case is just manipulating folks. There's no cosmic truth. They just know how to get their tentacles in every crack and crevice. Excuse me? They're powerful, but unless you're willing to work for them, you can use the Void for anything you want. It's how Ilaria's been dealing with things. The Void wants pawns. I don't know, the Void doesn't seem that... Devotees will do their every whim to achieve a great and everlasting midnight. Here's how things probably go down. Oh my god, this is so dank. This is way too dank. Imagine you're a young orphan in Azeroth. Your parents were lost during one of the innumerable wars. Your local government is focused too much on the newest threat to help you feed yourself or your friends. Maybe you're getting picked on for your horns, your scars, your differences. Then you hear something small brush at the edge of your mind saying, it doesn't have to be this way. It's not your fault. It could be better. What the fuck? Maybe it fills that hunger in your stomach, heals those scars, perfects the imperfections, because it can, in fact, do all of that. Hurts everyone who ever hurt you, and their piles of awful on the city streets. You can save everyone you love with this power, it whispers. You always could. Everyone's just been lying to you. They'll warn you of the shadow, but look at the smiles of your friends. Their full bellies, their bodies unmarked by local bullies or shitty guards. Do you want to go back to how things were? Of course you don't. You want to keep your friends safe. And this voices, they want to help. They've done so much to help. Please let us in then. We want to help you. Perfect you like you were always meant to be. So you do. They've been so kind before. So sweet. So understanding. You trust them. You agree. Awards too. Thank you so much for the 2-month resub. I really appreciate that. There's a moment of silence. Shadow Wolf, thank you for the 35-month resub. J Bay, thank you so much for subbing with Prime. I appreciate y'all very much for that. Then it's like being swept away in a tide. The whole of the void floods into you. And doesn't leave room for you. It shows you everything. Every act of deception and violence from the dawn of time. They show you your insignificance, how small you are in the universe, in the grand scale of the cosmic war, that you are nothing, that nothing matters. Maybe they'll give you a moment of lucidity when you just finished wringing the life out of your last friend, when your skin is bubbling and crawling and your eyes are spilling from your mouth. Breaking then, I think, is the most merciful end for you. You're their puppet then forever and evermore. If you resist, I imagine it only gets worse. The void has no gifts. Who you're seeing are husks of whoever they used to be, clinging to the only thing that sustains them anymore, who forgives them for the horrifying things they've done, and praises them for each ounce of pain they elicit. They'll twist your body to suit their needs, consume everything you are, should you let them in. What the fuck was this post, dude? Holy shit. I've never seen anybody cook so hard on this subreddit in my life. Are you... This was like... Man, I got transported into another reality from a Reddit comment. Why did you cook so hard? That was a roller coaster, man. Amazing content. That was cinema. Whew. Yeah. Hire them. Blizzard, hire this person. Today. I didn't expect to go down that rabbit hole, but I mean, it just pulled me in. I couldn't stop reading it. I couldn't stop reading it. Anyways, I thought this was funny. Scholomance has decorations up for 3 different holidays. In other news. Did you notice Scholomance has a Christmas wreath? Or Christmas? I thought that was nice. And strange. No. If the Whispers say, join us and you'll get a free WoW sub, I'd join in a heartbeat too, right? We do get Whispers, though. Ilginoth and Emerald Nightmare, Neolotha. Yeah, but apparently we are immune. Like, the player is immune. It's probably because we have the Blessing of Light. Could whoever is DDoSing the EU FXV servers please stop? Oh my god, is it EU and NA? I heard about that last night. My friends were trying to log in and are unable to log in because of the constant DDoS. Yeah, that's horrible. That sucks. Is it still... I think it started yesterday, but from what I understand, it has been kind of non-stop for like months at this point. Yeah. Never too evil to be festive. True. That is correct. They want it to look nice around here. I always wondered about that. Like, who are the undead that put up these decorations around? Like, okay, well, let's make sure we put up the spikes with the skulls on it, and then we'll tie our banner on it, on the spikes coming out of the skull. Do you have any Guys, do you have any more Scourge banners? We ran out, and we need 2 from the front gate, so it'll be symmetrical. But yeah, you can see back there the love is in the air heart behind in the background. Just funny. Yeah. I noticed that Sporigar had the love is in the air heart decorations as well. Nobody's left out. I think that's really nice. Yeah. We had to cut raid short because of the lag. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. So, besides this, other thing I wanted to tell you about was the fact that I managed to clear Zekvir on hard mode 3 times yesterday on 3 different classes. So I've now cleared it 4 times, and I wanted to talk a little bit about my like strat, my suggestions, and all of that, just in case anybody's trying to get it at the last second, like last minute tips and stuff for Zekvir hard mode. Let me pull this. Look at my stats here. Because this big achievement for Zekvir hard mode goes away on March 4th, and if you're able to do it, you will get... Oh, why didn't it save my... Oh my god. I think I did this late last night and I didn't even go get my void appearance for the dirigible. There we go. So if you manage to clear Zekvir on hard mode right now, you will get the mount. This is for the Let Me Solo Him achievement. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about it because I think I've learned a lot over the past several days. And I thought it might be helpful if I can, because at first I thought I might make a video about it, but I think it's better just to go over it on stream because this is there's such a small amount of time that you have left to defeat Zekvir hard mode for the rewards and stuff. Yeah. So the Zekvir item level, from what I heard, is 615 to 620, but I was under that for all of the characters that I've cleared it on so far. To unlock Zekvir hard mode, you need to clear a tier 10 delve, and you need to have extra lives remaining for that at whatever you clear the tier 10. You can solo this the whole way, and I kind of recommend that you do solo, you know, 8, 9, 10 if you can, because you need to be able to solo the tier 10 delve if you're gonna attempt Zekvir hard mode. Like if you're having a hard time soloing tier 10 delve, you're probably gonna have a hard time with Zekvir, even though in a delve situation you're gonna have more of an AoE combat, but with Zekvir I focused completely on single target. So I soloed the unlock. For Bran, his level, I had him at level 45 on EU, and I had him at level 39 on NA. Because I have 2 accounts, so I had to do this at least twice. For Bran's relics, I've used Light Touched Beacon whenever I cleared it on Paladin, so that it could trigger the heal on demand. I could do that on demand. And then for the other clears, I used Idol of the Earth Mother, and for his second one, I used Amorphous Relic for all the clears, which is really solid. Whether it makes you big or small, both ways I've cleared on, and both can help you out a lot in the fight. I will say though that if you're using Amorphous Relic and it makes you small, it can screw with your mind a bit, because you might get used to being the speed boost you get from being small. And then if you pull another time and it makes you big, and you don't have that speed buff anymore, you might misjudge how far you have to run because you've got used to a different type of movement speed than what you might normally have access to. So that caused me a little bit of problem in Prague, but it's just something you have to learn to be aware of when you're big, that you're big, you're going to be a little slower than if you were small. In terms of add-ons that I would use going in to the encounter, there's several add-ons that I absolutely, I think I would not attempt without these add-ons. DBM is obvious. Deadly Boss Mods is obvious one. There's a few weak auras, so you need weak aura. And I recommend, I'm actually going to put these links in the chat. By the way, for DBM, you want the VEM voice pack so that it's not screaming, "Run away, little girl," at you. For DBM, I use this raid ability timeline weak aura right here. I've also used this weak aura for, which is enfeebling spittle. Actually, let me show you it. Enfeebling spittle weak aura. It's basically just makes a noise anytime he's casting enfeebling spittle. So pretty handy for getting ready to cleanse that off of yourself. That's the enfeebling spittle. And then the last weak aura that I've used was Brand's medicine tracker. I didn't use this at all for my paladin clears, so it's not required, but I found that it really helped me a lot. So basically what this does is when Bran is a healer, which you need him as a healer in the fight, he's going to drop potions on the ground. And they last for a while, but they disappear. So this red line, when it runs out, it just shows you how much time is left before the potions on the ground disappear, which is pretty useful. So you make sure you always use them before they go away. And then they also give you a stacking buff, stacking heal. And this shows you like the stacks. And so you can, you want to try to stagger picking up the potions, ideally. And this will help you do that. Visualize that. So let me give you the link to this one, too. That's the Brand Medicine Tracker. Also, I would recommend using the Details add-on so that you can keep track of what killed you. Yeah, so when you die, you can see, was it a melee hit or what is it that got me? Because I've heard people say that he will hit you differently depending on your hold on one sec. Okay, well, I can't find it. I've heard people say he might hit you differently depending on your armor class, but I found that I was being hit just as hard on Shaman as I was on Paladin. So he was critting me for 3.5 million on both of those classes, so I don't actually think it has anything to do with the armor class. But Details add-on will show you your damage, but importantly, it will give you a recap button to press when you die, so you can see what killed me. Am I getting meleeed? Which, if you're dying from getting meleeed, it means that you're not using potions effectively, really, or you're not using your own healing tools effectively. And I talked about Brand's relics. The other thing I would say, before the fight starts, you can respec and then spec back to this your main spec so that you lower your mana. Or you can just spam a high mana cost spell that will force Bran to put down the campfire that's going to track your food buff for extra stats. I actually have a video here of my clear yesterday on Shaman that I might pull up so that I can like show you what I'm talking about. So you're just staring at myself on the dirigible. It was definitely a challenge on Shaman. Okay, let me see if I can pull up just this window. Okay. Yes, I can. Let me mute the audio for a sec. so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay. So, did I have audio for this? No, I guess I didn't. All right, well, heck. Okay. So on the left here, you can see the brand medicine tracker that's right above my camera. The fight starts and he really will beat the crap out of you with his swings. Like, the beginning of the fight is a good time to see, like, practice staggering these potions a little bit. Though I actually didn't do that. I grabbed them all at once. I don't even know why. I used Bloodlust at the start of the fight, but if I had drums like I had to use for Paladin, I would wait to use drums until the start of phase 2, because if I made it to phase 2, it means it's probably not a meme run, and drums are expensive, so I couldn't just willy-nilly use drums at the start of every single pull. Obviously, I'm not made of money. Yeah. Now, the other handy thing about this add-on, I mean, the weak aura on the left with Brand's potions, is it shows you when the potions are gone and when he's getting ready to put more. So, right, this like clock shows you the cooldown between when he could put more on the ground. So when that fills up, he could put more. And so you can see that he just did. And he doesn't always. Sometimes there's a delay between him finishing putting the potions and putting new potions. And that's when I would save a defensive like stone bulwark totem for a time when there's no potions. I don't see any. And we need something to survive until the next set of potions come out. You definitely need a macro for targeting the egg. You need that. That is required. So just go make a macro that says /tar egg cocoon. That's simple. You can see it on my bar on control 8 that you absolutely need it. It is required. And you need to switch to it as soon as possible and destroy it, obviously. That's really the fight. This is the only thing you need to be using DPS cooldowns on, is swap into the egg and killing the egg. Like, always the egg. It's not bad, too, to have a plan B, and just in case the worst thing happens and the egg actually hatches. Because this can happen. It's horrible. Like, this is the worst thing that could happen, but it can happen. And if it does, I would use stun on the paladin. I'd use lightning lasso on shaman. If I'm really panicking, like in phase 2, I could use an earth elemental just to tank the thing. But something to save your butt if it hatches. But really, if it is hatching, you have bigger problems. It should not hatch. But plan B in the absolute worst case scenario is a good thing to have in mind. I would say that overall, your most dangerous moment in this fight is going to be when you need to fight the egg, but he's hitting you at the same time, right? He's going to be meleeing you while you're trying to fight the egg. So, you need to, before you go to deal with the egg, you need to know where your potions are on the ground. You need to be at full health. And you need to be able to easily grab a potion, maybe use a defensive for that. Protect yourself while you're going to fight the egg. Because I found it's very easy to just tunnel on the egg and only DPS it and like not pay attention to what's going on. And die that way because he's just hitting you really, really hard. Obviously, it's extremely important to interrupt Brand's Zekvir's heal. This is the only thing you should ever be using your interrupt on. But if you are faced with a choice of whether to die or let Zekvir heal, then I recommend that you let Zekvir heal. Because it should be extremely rare that you're faced with that choice, but obviously survival is more important than anything else. And just use this, even if you have to, like I had to on Paladin, use a speed buff to run to the boss, interrupt him, and then run back to the egg. That might be something that you're forced to do. So that's why movement speed is really king in this fight, especially if you're on melee. I did try to stay close to Zekvir most of the time because of his claw smash. And actually right now on the video, you can see the other weak aura that I'm using that's like abilities falling down. This is called Raid Ability Timeline, and this is mostly, I found that I was using it for knowing when claw smash is about to occur. This is the main thing that's going to affect your positioning more than anything else, because this is the wide giant cone attack that will kill you. So knowing when that's up is like when to anticipate that was very, very helpful. If you're really gaming though, you could try to bait the cone before you go to the egg. I found myself doing that a little bit with Paladin on the Paladin run, but yeah, the big cone is scary. Angler's Web, the narrow cone is kind of not that bad. So yeah, I try to stay close to Zekvir all the time. I try to stay up his ass as much as possible, just because of the claw smash, really. Other thing, obviously enfeebling spittle. Enfeebling spittle is another huge part of this. That's the reason I use that weak aura to like let me know when when he's casting it. Every class in the game has a way to deal with the enfeebling spittle. And you need to find a way for your class to remove it. Now, I found a post on Icy Veins, which apparently was just copied from Reddit, that listed a bunch of the options. But this is not really a great guide. So if you happen to find this, let me just show you so you don't get confused, because it could be a little misleading if you think that this is all of the options available to you, because it really, really isn't. So it has this list here of like options to different classes of how you could remove the spittle. But the problem with this list is that it is not at all comprehensive. Okay. Like you need to look in your talent tree for things that remove snares. Monks, for example, they have like, you could have 3 or 4 different options. Like there's a talent for monk that lets roll remove a snare, and so does diffuse magic, will remove a snare. Warrior has blade storm. There's a slayer hero talent that lets you charge and remove the snare, because you probably want to save avatar for the egg damage, right? So this list is just not conclusive. It's not close to listing all of your options, and you really need to investigate your talents yourself. I'll talk about shaman in a minute, but shaman is another example of that. Gnomes also, if you happen to be a gnome can remove snares with their racial. So read the tooltips of these abilities that will remove snares, as some of them are made possible with talents that have a cooldown on their effects. Like for example, if you look here at Thunderous Paws, which is what you need to make shaman Ghost Wolf remove spittle. I didn't realize this, and I died a lot before I figured it out, that Thunderous Paws, the snare removal effect from the talent has a cooldown of 20 seconds. So you can't rely on it every time. But that's okay, because shaman, if you look in your tree, you'll find a lot of other things that you can use to deal with removing snares. But that's why I just wanted to warn you, I guess, about this page if you happen to come across it. Because with shaman, I guess I'll just say I had Jetstream, which you spec into to let Wind Rush Totem remove snares. There was also Spirit Walk, which is another way to remove spittle. It's 3 great movement options that will remove spittle. And if it were even more movement, for shaman, you could spec into Spirit Walker's Grace and Graceful Spirit, which those won't remove spittle, but it's extra movement for you. So that's just, you got to read your talent tree, man. That's something that I've enjoyed about this fight, is learning about the talent trees, reading it, and figuring out what's best for the specific situation. I'm just going to skip ahead here to phase 2, because I think oh, we're already here. Okay, we're at phase 2. So on phase 2, there's going to be swirlies on the ground to dodge, which will kill you. So just, you know, take them very seriously. There is going to be Yeah, here's a swirlies. Literally just don't stand on them, you know? There's spittle. The other thing is these portals. Okay. So the thing with the portals is you can't be caught between two of them. So when you see the portals, you want to not position yourself so you're not between two. But at the same time, you need to make sure that you're close to Zekvir. So you want to be as close to Zekvir as possible while also not being between two portals. So that's why you can see I'm barely out of the portal area, but still up his ass. That is because of Claw Smash. Because if you run too far, you're gonna get got by Claw Smash. The other thing is the sphere. You can see that now in phase 2, the sphere has balls coming out of it. And this is really, really clearly telegraphed. You can see giant balls on the sphere animation, so this is pretty easy to dodge. Just remember it. You just have to remember that. And that's kind of it. That's kind of the fight. There's really not a lot else to say here. You can see this took me a long time on Shaman. I was here for quite a while.
Shibamix says, so you have to get to his ass and it has balls coming out of it?
Yes, you have to get to his ass and his balls coming out. Exactly. Exactly, yes. Yeah, that was right. So that's really it. But I think I used Earth Elemental in phase 2 at some point just to deal with a hatched egg because I was panicking a little bit. Ascension is really fantastic for phase 2. You can see I'm popping it right now. And this is amazing because it just turns you into a ranged for a little bit. It does a shit ton of damage, so you can just GG the egg with Ascension up. I also combined it with the thing that heals you when you do damage, so it gave me a little bit of a breather anytime it was up, and I especially saved it for phase 2. I used Healing Totem on cooldown. I don't know if it even helped at all. For the eggs on Shaman, if you're curious, mostly your Spirit Dogs, your Doomy Winds, Primordial Waves, Storm Strike should do it. But I had, like I said, Lightning Lasso in it. Sometimes I'd use it if I was walking to the egg, or just to save it for in case something hatched. But that's it. I did got away with Stormbringer's spec here on the Shaman, but I think I got away with it maybe because I had the Trinket Mad Queen's Mandate, which made a bunch of these eggs easier. It does a lot of damage. But of course I couldn't rely on that every time. But if I had problems with the egg DPS, maybe I would have tried Farseer, but I'm more comfortable with Stormbringer. So that's really it. It took me 15 minutes to clear. It was really, really long fight. But, yeah, I just wanted to... That's all. I do wish it could control Bran a little more. Even if it's something like Focus This. I agree. It was kind of partially because of that I didn't go with Porcelain Arrowhead Idol, and I went with Idol of the Earth Mother instead. Because this is an encounter where, like, him randomly letting me crit Zekvir more wasn't gonna help. I needed either more consistent healing or something that would increase my damage to an egg on demand every time. And so that's why I went with Earth Mother. But yeah, that's all. So you have to get to, yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say about Zekvir. But so far I've cleared him on, Red Paladin. It took me 90 attempts on Red Paladin to clear, and I cleared him at 599 eye level. With Templar. On Marksman Hunter, it took me 38 attempts to clear, and I cleared him on 613 item level. On Frost Mage, it took me 4 attempts to clear. It was really easy on Mage. It was just so much easier than anything else, in my opinion. And I cleared him at 604 item level. And then my Shaman here is 611 item level, and it took me 46 pulls to clear, though I was memeing for about 10 clears, I think. I mean, 10 attempts. There was about 10 attempts where, like, it took me 11 times of dying to realize that tab wasn't even keybound. It took me for 2 of the wipes. I think Bran wasn't even set to healer. It took me 5 times to realize I needed a macro to target the egg on Shaman. So I memed a lot, but that's it. If y'all have, I don't know which one to attempt it on next. I'm really in love with the fight because it's just a great, fantastic way for me to learn about different classes really quickly. It's like a boot camp for each class or spec that I'm interested in. So I was kind of wondering which class to attempt it on next. I don't know. Maybe some people were suggesting Dark Knight, sorry, not Dark Knight, Death Knight, or maybe Demon Hunter. Oh man, the stairs are horrible. I really try to avoid the stairs at all costs, but it's not always possible. Stairs are a nightmare because you can easily get caught on the geometry of the stairs, and that's a very sad way to die. But yeah, that's all. My 612 Frostmage should be able to do it. Oh man, Frostmage was so comfy, cozy, and great. I of all of the classes that I've done it on so far, I think Frostmage was by far and away the easiest. I used Frostfire hero talent. You can just nuke the eggs so easily. You have so many movement tools, so much, like, it was so good. It was so nice. So yeah, I think Frostmage would be the way to go if you're comfortable with Frostmage, but a part of it was also me learning how to play the classes a little better. I think with Frostmage, I'm just very comfortable with it because I've played it for years. So maybe that's the real reason why it was easier for me on Frostmage. That's my oldest character that I have access to. Did spell steal work on the heal? I didn't even have to worry about that. I just used interrupt every time on the heal. Yeah. So what do you think next? I don't know. God, this took me so long. I see I did pop the Earth Elemental. And the Earth Elemental will just tank the boss for a bit. But yeah, that's all. We'll skip ahead to the end because this is such a long fight. We don't need to watch the whole damn thing. I think what was really annoying for me with Shaman was it took me a while to realize that Ghost Wolf will not cleanse Spittle every time. Because it's on a cooldown, and I didn't realize that right away, and I died so many times, and I'm like rewatching the video thinking, oh, I have Spittle and I pressed Ghost Wolf, why Spittle still through? And I got really mad about that, but it's because I didn't read my talent. So make sure you read your talents. For setting up your talents builds, by the way, what I recommend doing is go check a single target raid build, and then that's on Icy Veins or Wowhead or whatever. If it's a class that you don't know very well, then compare that to a Delves build, and then ask yourself what you need that's single target and what you need for defensives. And so I just kind of tried to make an amalgamation of both of those. Get rid of anything that's for AoE, anything like volley, crash lightning. You don't need anything that's going to hit more than one thing. You need single target shit only. But yeah. That's all. I love the fight, and I'm excited to try another. Yeah, oh, the druid failed. Yeah, so that's I did 90 attempts on Balance Druid. 90 tries. No, 98. I wiped 98 times on my eye level 612 Balance Druid, and I gave up because frankly, it just wasn't fun. Like, I was not having a good time. I was straight up not having a good time on it. Yeah, this is the Balance Druid stats. 0 victories, 98 wipes. I even wiped 3 times on normal, apparently, on Balance Druid. Apparently I'm just bad at Balance Druid, but I didn't like it. And because I wasn't having fun at all, I quit. If I was enjoying playing it, then maybe I would have kept at it, but it just wasn't. It was not fun. Yeah. The reason that Balance Druid was not fun was because the single target damage was pretty bad, even with me taking all the single target talents that I could. And the burst damage was also pretty bad outside of cooldowns. like for the burst damage, you need to line up celestial alignment and convoke the spirits, and you need to talent so that you press those as often as possible. And I did both of those things, and they wouldn't always be up for every egg. Sometimes eggs can come out more often than you have cooldowns for. And then I tried, well, shit, if I can't have both cooldowns for every egg, I'll try to just do one cooldown. And that wasn't enough every time. That wasn't reliable. So the damage was just not there. So it was annoying also having to time an eclipse with the egg spawning outside of celestial alignment. Oh my god, it was just horrible. I hated it. I just hated it. It was very proactive play, I guess, and that's not a type of play style I enjoy at all. Not it. Is Kitty good on Druid? Yes, if you're gonna do it on Druid, I've heard that Feral is the best to do it on, but I don't play Cat at all. That's the only Druid spec that I don't touch. And I don't know why, but yeah, so if you're gonna try it, maybe you're better at Balance Druid than me. I don't want to discourage anyone from trying it on Balance, but maybe you'll be better off at it than me. Yeah. Where is the lair? The lair is in the City of Threads in Ajkahet. So down here, City of Threads, right there. That's where it is. Where, yeah, the far left side of it. But I want to see Demon Hunter Rogue attempt next. I think Rogue would be cool, but I've heard that it's really hard. Yeah. Stairs killed me at 8% HP. Yeah, the stairs are just so dirty because another thing with the stairs is if he aims a cleave at the stairs, you won't be able to see it very well. Like the stairs can actually hide part of the effect animation of the cleave, so it's so bad. It's so bad. I try to avoid being on stairs, but when you're melee, sometimes you don't have a choice. How can we join the guild? So if you want to join the guild, you should hop into, you can just tell us your character name, your server, and region, or you can hop into our Discord and tell us that information. Or you can join our community, click on the community links and ask for an invite through the community, and we'll invite you. Yeah. Did anyone else clear on Shadow Priest? And if so, did you mind control juggle one of the ads? So I don't have a priest leveled, so I haven't tried priest personally at all. I don't know which one to try next. I don't know, but I wanted to ask you guys. Maybe we'll do a poll for it. Hey Zep, do you still play FXV? Yeah, of course. I'm not raiding. I'm not a raider. I don't do high-end raiding in FF14. So, as a casual player, I just don't have a lot to do right now. So I'm really playing WoW day to day these days because I find WoW just has more to do day to day. And more fun little, like for example, what are we talking about right now? We're talking about an amazing solo challenge that I have sunk so much time into this week, and I have truly enjoyed. This has been such a fulfilling and educational experience for me. I have felt like truly engaged and proud for managing it. It's addicting and it's really fun. It's like, it's an achievement that you can work towards and feel good about, you know? And people often like to criticize retail for saying, oh, it's just like a bunch of short little dopamine bursts, and Classic is the only version of the game where you work really hard and get an achievement that you're proud of. But that's not true at all, because this is something that I feel like I put time and effort and care into, and I was really rewarded for that. So yeah, it's just for fun. Like I don't need to do it anymore. I did it twice because I had to get it for EU and an A. But then I did it another 2 more times just because I'm having fun with the challenge, and it's not even about the loot anymore. So yeah. Was that my dog? y'all hear Nora bark? Yeah. Ibs on EU just got it done on Rogue. Oh wow, really? On what spec? Yeah. Delay gratification? Retail also has. Yeah. But I did want to do some time walking to maybe level the next class I could potentially clear the fight on for NA because I need time walking anyways. Yeah. Let's see what we have to choose from. I also appreciated that there wasn't a required item level for this encounter because it's very accessible. Anyone can do it. You don't need a group to do it. You don't need amazing gear to do it. You just need to practice. And I'm really, really happy that they've added it to the game. I think it's a fair fight as well. I think the mechanics are very fair and fun to do. Like phase 2, positioning is just all about positioning and having the situational awareness. I thought about maybe warrior could be a fun one to do it on. But let's do a poll actually to see which class do you think I should level next? Yeah, let's do a Twitch poll. Okay. Which class next level? Zepla, do you still recommend your F14 Secret Lab chair? I want to buy it. Yeah, I've been sitting in it all day every day since they sent it to me, and I'm still very comfortable in it. I don't really think about it, which I think is a good thing. You know, you don't want a chair that you're thinking about because it's like hurting your butt. You know, it's been very comfy. I definitely recommend getting this part for it too. I've never sat in this chair without the lumbar support pillow. It's really very, very soft, cushy for that. Usually in the evening, I lean back in it pretty hard. When I'm streaming, I'm sitting up straight. But in the evening, when I'm gaming, I'm just like sitting in it all kinds of weird ways. Like lean back super hard. But yeah, I do really enjoy the chair still. And so I definitely can still recommend it. I've put it through to the test. It hasn't been like peeling or anything. I've had that problem in the past with chairs that would start to peel up. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen this happen before from just you being hot, having swamp ass over time. If you're in a hot climate, a shitty chair, like the material will start to like get degraded. But that hasn't happened at all. It's just as solid as it was the day that they sent it to me. And I did also put it together myself on stream. I did not need help for that, which was surprising. I did put it together myself to see if it was possible for someone who has no idea how to put stuff together to manage it, and I did manage it. So yeah, I'm a big fan of the chair still. I love the chair. It's very pretty design on the back. Which class next level? Okay, so... Or maybe I should say... Warrior? Demon Hunter? Rogue? I need to level up Frosty K so bad. What do you think? Frosty K was cake. Monk? Monk? Monk seems like it could be fun. We all catch ourselves doing the shrimp posture. Yeah. Monk? I would consider Monk. but I have a lot of leveling to do with it. Which warrior spec? I don't know. Whatever is best for it. I imagine it's probably Fury. I can't find the guild in the guild finder. You might need to join the Discord and ask for an invite there, or you can let us know your character name, your server name, and your region here, or you can join the community and use the community link to ask for an invite in the community, because this can happen. Like sometimes it won't show. Drop Pally is fun. I have Pally. I cleared Zekvir on the Ret Pally first. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, I'm gonna put up the poll so you guys can help me decide. Warrior is really hard for Zekvir. There should be some, there should be several options for you with Warrior on Zekvir. I looked into it because I was considering doing it. With Warrior, you've got Bladestorm, Slayer hero talent tree has a talent that lets you charge and remove the snare, so you can use charge with Slayer to remove the snare. Avatar, but I think Avatar you want to save for the egg, most likely. Yes. I personally would not want to rely on Avatar to remove the spittle, because, like, you need that. You need the damage for the egg, for sure. Okay, Twitch poll. Which class next? Okay. I started a poll. There's the Evoker. I could do like a showdown between the winners. You can vote right now. There's like a minute left. Might do a showdown between the options, yeah, that are winning. Might do that. So that, because there's 4 right now, but we can do the showdown after that. Warrior. Looks like Demon Hunter and Monk are pretty popular choices. DH is meta season 2. Really? Oh. How do you feel about Restoration Druid? I have not enjoyed it in War Within, I'm very sad to say, because I played a lot of it at the end in season 4 of Dragonflight, and I loved it then. I love the trees stuff, and I love the aesthetic very, very much. But I just don't really find the gameplay that fun. Unfortunately, this is something that's very tragic for me to admit, but eventually I had to admit that I did not love the gameplay. I don't like I don't like in a raiding scenario, being a rejuve bot is not fun for me. And then in a mythic scenario, I felt I didn't have enough emergency tools to be reactive. Now, I know that's not the point of Druid, but maybe that's a problem with me. You know, I don't like super proactive play. I like to have at least some more reactive tools, and I feel like in Mythic Plus I didn't have access to that compared to other healers that I've played, like Preservation Evoker or like Resto Shaman. So unfortunately, I just wasn't... Okay, looks like we're gonna be between Demon Hunter and Monk for the showdown. Okay. You can vote right now on the showdown. You got 2 minutes. Season 2 Resto Druid's crazy strong. Oh my god, is Resto Druid gonna get love? In season 2? Yeah. Yay. That's good. They buffed the way mastery works. Your healing will do more upfront healing now. Thank the Lord. Because not only Resto Druid needed love, but apparently Balance needed love too. I was learning Balance Druid for Zekvir, and I was reading the Balance Druid post on Wowhead, and it's like doomy. It was a little doomer. I'll show you what I found that made me be like, huh? So apparently it's not just me. I was on this page trying to learn about it because I was struggling on Zekvir, and I don't normally play Balance Druid that much. Scroll down to the bottom. Where was it? Overview? Yeah, I think it was an overview. Dang. Rotation? How did I find this? Well, shit. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it. Whatever. Maybe advanced insight. That's crazy because I feel like I accidentally found it. Okay. Yeah, I can't find it. Okay, well, whatever. I can't find it now. Do you play any PvP? I haven't, but I think I'd like to get into it. Guys by Tettles. He's always doom and gloom. Oh, really? All boomies are doomies. It was very doomer. It was just like, well, I'm not gonna tell. I remember it said like, I'm not gonna tell you not to play Balance Druid if you've been playing Balance Druid for 10 or 20 years. It's just I'm very disappointed with the current iteration of the spec because the single target damage is undertuned, and it just feels like it's not. It's very disappointing the state that it's in, but you can still play it, I guess. That's basically what it said. Okay, so chat has. Are you kidding me? You put Butarchy in the poll? How am I supposed to decide this now? Between Demon Hunter? I guess I can just decide myself. Which one won the previous poll? I think Demon Hunter. I can't believe you've done this. I can't believe you've done this. Both? Spin the wheel. We can ask Mr. Predicto. That's an option. Okay, Mr. Predicto. Should I play Demon Hunter next?
Definitely not.
Oh my god. I don't think his vote counts. I don't think his vote counts. He said definitely not, but he's not. He's wrong. Roll a d20. Okay. Oh, I don't have any. I don't have any near me right now. Heck. Okay, let's see. I have a Demon Hunter here. I could level. Let's go for it. I also have a Monk, but I'll probably end up doing both. Zepla is insane? Yes. I'll probably end up doing both. Let's be real. Yeah. You can Google roll dice for a d20. Well... What would that tell me? Like, I don't need 20 sides. I need only 2. Flip a coin. Okay, Google. Flip a coin. If it's heads, it's Demon Hunter. Okay, can you see this? It takes forever to log in. Shit. Again. The game wants me to play monk. Heads is Demon Hunter. Tails is Demon Hunter and monk. Yeah. That's, yeah, see, that's Demon Hunter. No, no. That's Demon Hunter. That's what is picked. Why can't I log into the game? Why does it take forever? I need to do time walking. I forgot Evoker. Oh my god, that's true. Oh shit, you're right. That could be the tiebreaker then. Yeah, that's true. I forgot Evoker. We could do another poll. Since apparently I can't even get into the video game right now. Okay. Let's try this. 1 minute poll. Pick one. The Evoker is already maxed though. So I need to level. Actually, this is not... Wow. I can't log in. Like, literally, what's happening? I'm stuck. I'm getting hard stuck just trying to play Demon Hunter. Is the game, like, it has broke the game. I've been at this screen for 100 years already. Yeah. It's because of add-ons that haven't updated. Probably the 30 week auras. Yeah, that could be it. Yeah, that could be it. True. Guess you should have logged onto a monk. Yeah, maybe. I want to do time walking. I have to do time walking before the reset because otherwise I won't get my B. I could try to just force quit and then try load again, but I don't remember having this problem before. Are my add-ons updated? I got so many add-ons and so many weak auras that I just don't even need, man. Any new character I make, I don't think I've logged into this character in 1,000 years. DK. Didn't I put that on the poll? I'm gonna force quit and try again. My BNet status said that I was in the Waking Sands, Waking Shores, but I wasn't. I'm gonna try again. God. Try again. Pray return to the waking sand. That's what I'm trying to do. It's not that easy. Please. Let me play the game. Oh, the other thing I wanted to ask y'all about, actually, I almost forgot about this. The other thing I wanted to ask. So I'm currently working on some new player guides, and I wanted to ask if there's anything that you think I should cover in like the first guide of a series like this that isn't something that I'm already planning to cover. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the free trial. Excuse me. I'm going to talk about setting up a subscription. I'm going to talk about the different versions of the game that there are, like buying the game. I'm going to talk about making a character, like things to think about with making a character. For example, stuff like, do racials matter? The server choice. Does server choice matter? The things that are server specific. Is that really necessary for someone to know? Because I feel like I've gone into a bunch of detail about whether, like, what's server specific and what isn't. And I don't know how much of that information is really someone would care about that, you know, because it's like kind of niche stuff that I really don't think matters. I don't want someone to stress over this, and I'm looking at what I've got written, and I feel like I have a lot to say about what's server specific and what's region wide. I think I need to skim over that a little more. Retail versus classic, and that is another issue. I could spend an entire 10, 15, 20 minutes talking about the difference between retail and classic, but I feel like that has to be a separate video. So this has to be like a very quick thing too. I really worry about overwhelming someone with too much information in a video like this. Exile's Reach, you know, what to expect. Apart from that, all the things that I've just mentioned, what do you think I need to add? Like, what do you think is required? Is the guide geared towards FXV players or, like, I don't know, people from Genshin? It's kind of just anyone. I guess it's not super specific for who, like, just anyone who is new. Probably priorities goes as follows. What to do in in-game? Yeah, I think that might be separate video. This is just like just getting started. But yeah, in-game, gearing, making gold, that stuff I think is better for another like future ones in the series. Chromie timeline. Yeah, I think I did mention that. But Chromie timeline can be confusing because you don't know which one to really start with. Auction house. Oh yeah. Explaining what the auction house is. How to buy things. Really good point. Stuff like that I take for granted, you know, like that's the reason I wanted to ask y'all, because region, I did mention that, yeah. NA and Oceania play together, right? I didn't know that. Okay. Sub achievements. Yeah. I think that the region exclusive thing is kind of a niche problem that most people won't have. But I have, because You know, I'm kind of on both regions. I level armor types. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay. I think brand new players can only do Dragonflight for leveling. So if you're brand new, you don't have the option to Chromie time? Or you're forced into Dragonflight? I didn't know that. I mean, it's probably... Yeah, I think that's correct. Brand new characters can't do Chromie time. I am brand new, and I'm sitting at Chromie right now. I had to finish Dragonflight, though. Okay, so you had to finish Dragonflight. That's a good... I didn't know that. See, I'm glad I brought this up with y'all. Okay. Makes sense. I mean, that's for the best, but it's not something that I would have just known. Possibly how gear, similar stuff changes with a new patch, as opposed to a new expansion. From what I found online, which isn't much, it's a bit confusing. Yeah. I think that is for a future video about in-game. But yeah, gearing is confusing. Especially if you're coming from a very, very consistent and formulaic system like FF14's. So you feel that when someone from Frostmourne or Berthalas is your group leader and you suffer from massive ping. What? I don't think that's something I need to put in a getting started guide. That's way too much like niche info, but I didn't know that. It's still interesting. Follower dungeons. So is follower dungeons for War Within only? RPG Trinity. Yeah. I think it's Dragonflight 2. Okay. Nice. So that means that it's really a good place to start for new player Dragonflight, because then you can even do the story dungeons with followers all the way up to the end now. So it's a pretty good time to start. How about quest giver locations on where to start for other expansions after a player does their leveling expansion? I think that's Chromie. I think that's just sending somebody back to Chromie. And then that should... Yeah. Hi, Kevin Alex. Oh, map icons. Good call. Though I think that the base game doesn't really have as many map icons as it should. I use so many add-ons. Like, I think I use add-ons to show me where stuff is in the, like where different NPCs are. For example, in Dornegal. I can't even look at it because I'm on a character that doesn't have anything. Okay. Is this voiceover mod different anyway from all the others I've tried over the years? Don't Blizzard's lawyers shut them up for IP reasons. I don't know anything about that. But it works. It certainly does work. At least for now. I didn't know about Blizzard stopping other voiceover mods. Yeah. Handy Notes is a lifesaver. Handy Notes is fantastic. I agree. Zekvir here. I'm not. There's 2 other people here. Video about how the WoW cookbook suggests the Westfall stew requires 1 whole bulb head of garlic. A conspiracy by Big Garlic? Or Blizz trying to get rid of vampires? I think that's a normal amount of garlic to add. That's a minimum required amount. Yeah. I think I need to pick up the Timewalking quest for the dungeons, but I don't... How do I do that from here? Let's get the quests on. Music on. And ideally do Timewalking. Turn on the music. Yeah, I haven't played this character in forever. I need to get in the guild. I need to join the guild. And set up my bars and stuff. I'll get my... Hey, thanks. I'll get my Brutosaur. Thanks. Now I'm in the guild. That's fantastic. But the chat window's really far. Can you invite me and then give me the quest? Like, share the quest with me? Who for... Timewalking. How do I move? Oh, I know. It's edit mode. Yeah! I love edit mode. What a great... That's the thing I should talk about. But I can't put it all in one video. Like, some of this stuff has to be separated out into different videos. Like, how do I do edit mode? What do I recommend? Okay. Dag. 1, 2, 3. Beard. And you can tank. We need a tank. I could tank. I bet I could handle tanking. Okay. We are full. Okay, let's get the colors. I need class colors. There. And we need to fix the transmog because this looks really bad. Looks really bad. That's cool. Okay. Oh yeah, that's good. That's better. Alright, sick. 2 tanks? Okay. Beard is changing. See you later, Rob. Have a great weekend. Hey, Zaz. Made garlic butter this week and used 4 full heads of garlic. Nice. I mean, have you ever had the roasted garlic where they put the whole bulb in the pot or like grilled? It's fantastic. Have you ever had pickled garlic? Okay. Let's get dash bottom. Where are my buttons? Oh no. I don't know. Fell eruption. I should probably figure out what my buttons do. This looks like dash. Woo! Okay. This is some other stuff I don't need. What's important? Dodge chance. Eye beam. Is this an interrupt? No. Okay. Oh no. Hold on a second. Okay, no, we're good. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm too low level for the quest? What? It wouldn't give me the quest. Why not? Can you share it? It said I can't do it. Can you? I don't see either quest. I need the one that's a shattered path through time, right? For the 5 dungeons. There's 2. One is before 80 and one is after. The one you need is in Stormwind. Really? Okay. I'm on my way. I mean, the quest is supposed to be for leveling, right? Hi, WoW worth playing if never played? Oh yeah. We have a lot of new players in the guild. Okay, there we go. We got it. Fantastic. We have a lot of brand new people. Brand new players in the guild. Let me turn on one other thing. Oh. Let me fix some crap here. My Holy Pally got quest yesterday. You're level 40. Yeah, there's so many new players that we got. It's awesome. WoW's in a great spot right now, and I think it's definitely worth trying.
The tales of your exploits ring true. How can...
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. Am I lead? I think I can't tell. Yes, I am. Timewalking dungeon. Okay. Shit. Hold on. I need to reload. Ding, beep, 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 beep. I used to eat pickled garlic back in Ukraine. We would go to the farmer's market and there would be pickled garlic
the
stems.
Artisans Consortium help you today? The tales of your...
And I miss that, you know? Those simpler times. Okay. Ruby Dragon Tread. So how do I play, actually? How do I play Demon Hunter? Whee!
You must give peace to these lands.
Murder it? Press button. What are the most important buttons for me to press? Slash all enemies in front of you for chaos damage. Okay, I'll put down the sigil. I know that we want to pick up the orbs. We want the orbs. Orbs are good. Man, I bet Demon Hunter, if you're healing a lot on the orbs, it's probably going to be pretty easy in Zekvir if you have a bunch of self-healing. Echo of Sylvanas. Oh no. Okay. I'm just gonna press buttons without thinking about what I'm doing, I think. I think that's the play right now. Yeah. I'm just gonna mindlessly press buttons. And be fast. Yeah. Your top DPS? Really? I don't... Oh shit, you're right. Oh my god. I don't know what I'm doing. That's scaling. It's because of scaling. It's not because I know what I'm doing at all.
Another band of Deathwings.
I definitely don't.
I'll be sure your death is especially painful.
Scaling would be like that. Whee! Now I want garlic. After you said all that stuff, why would you say those things? I want a really garlicky stew, like a gumbo or something. That'd be great.
Heathens, as death surrounds you.
You know that's Herta's VA. We have any Star Rail gamers in the chat? Did I miss the Herta banner? Probably. Oh wait, we want to hit the ads, right? I'm not hitting the right one that you guys are hitting. Oh no! Uh-oh! I didn't know which one we were attacking. We wiped.
So ends your story.
We definitely want to focus one, yeah. I should have been attacking the ones you guys were attacking. That's my fault. I'm a noob. That didn't happen. No, it didn't. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. My cousin-in-law made a really good garlicky borscht. Oh man.
Another band of
I can make
Deathwing's
that. I'm pretty good at it.
I'll be sure your death is especially painful.
I can make a really good one. I miss those days. I want to go back home. I want to go back, but I can't. Not anytime soon. You know? Cooking was a cooking stream? I could. Could do cooking.
Watch, heathens, as death surrounds you.
Generally, I'm the person who cleans up the kitchen, not the one who cooks. But I do know how to cook. A little bit. Kinda. I can cook some things. I prefer to cook food without meat in it, like tofu or beans or vegetable, that kind of stuff, because it's just easier. It's usually faster and easier. There's so many things that can go wrong with cooking meat. Like it can be dry, it can be
Is left of the Blue Dragon Shrine.
it can be nasty.
Shattered the time waves leading out of this forsaken place. You must reconstruct the fragments strewn
Whose
across
voice
the
is that?
ground and defeat the trapped spirit to proceed.
Nosdorman. Hello. Okay. Wow, I like being fast. Being fast is really good. Hey, what are the hero specs like for Demon Hunter? Does it make you more fast? Chair assembly was chaotic enough. Can you imagine a cooking stream? I cannot be trusted around knives. I'm very unsafe. Like with fire, oh my god. I have set things on fire before. I have set at least one toaster on fire. It's Martin Sheen. It's Martin Sheen's voice. Of Nosdormu in here. What are you doing? Why are you clicking on that? Fragment of Jaina's staff. Wow, we're picking her shit up. It's a bad timeline, right? Some kind of a nuke. Ooh. Beep, 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 beep. What should I do? I think it is Martin Sheen. This is a really good mount. Let's see, it changes with the seasons, actually. With the real life seasons, changes this mount. Depending on, like right now it's winter, so he's all wintry. I think that's so cool. I think it's really, really cool. Do I really just press the buttons till they're on cooldown and then press the ones that are not? This doesn't seem complicated. Like, at all. This is very straightforward. There's some buttons you can press and they go on cooldown. You can't press them on, and then there's other buttons you press when they're on cooldown. Like, hey, I have a candle on my head. Why? Why I got that? Where are we going? I'm following you guys. Like... see you later, PKMN. I have issues with cooking meat. Yeah, I don't like cooking meat. It sucks. It's like... takes forever. There's health and safety issues. It's like half the time it's not going to be juicy and good like you want. It's much easier and faster to not... just cook tofu, literally. It's easier. Or chickpeas or beans or something. Or just, I actually do the impossible meat a lot. Or I'll do the, what do you call it? Tofurkey. Tofurkey's good. I'm not a strict vegan anymore. I used to be. I was a strict vegan for 2 years. And no, I'm not. But I still don't like to eat... I don't eat that much meat. Still. And I definitely don't eat pigs or cows.
I don't know who you are, but I'll defend this shrine with my life. Leave. Now. Before we come to blows.
Let's fight. Let's
You
fight.
asked for it.
Let's fight. All I ever wanted was to study. That's something Jaina says.
Special coming.
But that's crazy. Like, who wants to study? I always thought that was so weird.
I sought to quench the fire in your hearts.
Not me. That's why I'm Demon Hunter.
Special coming.
I'm just kidding. I wasn't that good of a student.
I understand now. Farewell, and good luck.
Ooh, upgrade. Yeah. I got an upgrade. Got new boots. Oh, we're already at the end. This is a pretty fast dungeon. It's Murazan. That's the last boss. Man, I'm hungry now. Y'all were talking about garlic and gumbo and stuff. You can make some good dippy eggs. You know, I don't think I can eat runny egg. I think I have a sensitivity. Like, I can't eat the... I can eat eggs that are cooked,
I had not seen.
but not the runny kind, which
I
sucks
did
because
not
I like the
know.
runny kind.
You hope to what? Stop me here. Change the fate I worked so tirelessly to weave.
Change the fate I work so tirelessly to weave. Stop me. Stop me here. No. No, I mean, like, I think I usually get sick if I eat a runny egg, but I'm okay if I eat a regular egg, and I don't know why that is.
You fall unwitting like a blind, writhing worm towards endless madness and despair. I have witnessed the true end time. This is a blessing you simply cannot comprehend. So be it.
What was he trying to stop us from? The end of the world?
I cannot follow you any further. Except your time has come.
Beep, 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 beep.
Time ends.
Beep, beep, beep. Am I even hitting him from this far away? I just zoom straight through all of that. Man, good thing this stuff isn't really doing damage.
The powers of the hourglass do nothing to me.
I feel like Cataclysm was such a cheesy expansion. I really feel like Kata was peak WoW cheesiness. Like, WoW has a lot of cheese in it, but I don't think anything can top.
You know not what
Kata.
you have done, Amenthul. What at last it has come to pass. The moment of my demise. The loop
Tornado.
is closed. My future self will cause no more harm.
Did I get a level? Yeah, 64.
Still, in time, I will fall to madness. And
Oh, you have something for me?
will
It's level
vanquish
80.
me.
Alright,
The
cool.
cycle will repeat. So it goes.
Do you play Diablo? No. Not really. I did for a while, but I haven't played it in some time. But I loved it. I don't know why I stopped playing it. I had a good time with it. Okay, so I think I might end here, y'all, because I really need to work on video and record today. So I want to make sure that I have time to do that for the World of Warcraft YouTube channel that I have. Definitely go over there and drop a sub, drop a like if you like the content on there. It's called Zepla's WoW Realm. And please look forward to the upcoming videos we're working hard on for that channel. I've got a lot to do today. So I really, as much as I would love to just level with time walking, I've got to exercise a little bit of restraint and get to work. So I'm going to bow out. Daggy, I will give you lead. And I'm going to go get back to the grind.
Farewell.
No more Zekvir, okay? Not today. I have to take a break from Zekvir so I can do YouTube.
Noria, I
Okay, can't keep
do
doing
not
this.
know if I am ready for this.
Alright.
You're the one always.
So, I will see you Monday Bunday. Thank you for hanging out with me today, Bun Buns. I had a lot of fun as always, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Yes, check out Zepla. Oh, if you're looking for a guild to join, we'd love to have you. Join only Buns. You can join us by clicking on the community link and asking for an invite in the community chat, or you can join our Discord and ask for an invite in our WoW channels in the Discord server. Let us know your character name, your server name, and your region, and we will get you into the guilds. We're on EU and NA. So I will see you next week. Bye. See you later, Buns. Bye.